Hello, this is Robert Bontrager, also known as Jammer on the message boards, and I want to show you here the zombie sensor Mark II. This is the latest version of the zombie sensor that we used at TagFest this last year, at TagFest 2014. The one that we used at TagFest previous year at 2013 was this unit here. This is the Mark I, and obviously you can tell the difference between the two is that this has a plug and this does not, and the plug was used to turn this on. So the idea is a human would wear this, a zombie would come and pull this plug out, and this first human now be turned into a zombie. And turn it off, you just plug it back in, and now the unit's off. Pretty simple operation, but making these wires was a pain, and wearing this was very uncomfortable and cumbersome, so I just did away with this whole design. Went with the simpler design. To turn on the new zombie sensors, you just tap this button in the back. And that's it. You just tap it. So if a zombie comes and taps you, you're now a zombie. To turn this sensor on, just press this button and you're now a zombie. The zombie has two states. When it's sirening like this, that means you're an inactive zombie, you're immobilized, so you have to stay where you're at, you can't move. When it goes out, then you're a zombie that you can go back on the prowl and find other humans and turn them into zombies. So the zombies has one of two states. It can either be neutralized or it can be active, and this is an active zombie, and you can tell it's on because this is flashing. So let's see how many hits it takes to get this zombie out. When this is flashing, that means it can take hits. So let's test it out right now and see how many hits it will take to get this zombie out.
Good luck.
Okay. 1, 2. 2 hits. 2 hits to get this zombie out. So now the zombie is inactive. He has to stay where he's at. Let's try this again here. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 hits this time. So first was 2, and this time it was 6. Now the reason why it's different hits is because it randomly picks a number. 2, 4, 6, 8, or 10. But I have it on a bell curve so that 6 hits is the most common. 4 and 8 are uncommon, and 2 and 10 are rare instances. So most of the time it'll take 6 hits to get this out, but you're not entirely sure how many hits a zombie will take, and neither is a zombie. Zombie's never too sure how many hits it'll take for him to get out as well. So that's how this works, and the respawn time is also at a randomized feature. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So start about 118. So 20 seconds there. 20 seconds for this to get out. So the respawn is also random as well. So you don't know what the respawn rate is going to be or how many hits it takes to get out. And that's basically it. Just keep cycling between those two states of either an inactive zombie or an active zombie. Now to turn this off is you press the button again, but you hold it for 2 seconds. And when you have this button pressed in, this light will be solid red. So if I press this button, it lights up solid red. Okay, press. Now it went out, but I still have the button pressed. That means 2 seconds has elapsed and it's safe to let go. Okay, so when 2 seconds has lapsed, the light will go out and you know, okay, if I let go at this point, it will go to sleep. And I did. I let go and it went to sleep. So now this unit cannot take hits. Okay, because it's asleep. So it's off. Let's take a look at 2 other modes that I have built into here. When I have this off, instead of tapping it to go on, you press and hold it for 2 seconds. So I'm going to press and hold this. It's held. 2 seconds has lapsed, so I can let go of this button. And now it's showing me what mode it's in. When it's flashing like this, that means it's in normal mode. I tap this button. Now we're in slow mode. Tap it again. We're in fast mode. One more tap. We're in normal mode. So this is slow mode here. Slow mode means we take hits in multiples of 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, with 15 being the common, 10 and 20 being uncommon, and 5 and 25 being rare. If I press it again, go to fast, we take hits with 1, 2, 3, or 5 hits, with 3 being common, 2 and 4 being uncommon, 1 and 5 being rare. So let's say we want to be fast. So let's press and hold this for 2 seconds. Light went out, so it's safe to release the button. It goes to sleep. And now we're in fast mode, but it's asleep. So to turn it on, just tap the button on the back. And you can see now this is pulsating at a much faster rate to indicate that it's indeed in fast mode. So let's see what we got here. Let's count them. 1, 2. 2 hits. And the timeout is faster as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits to get this one out. And I could demonstrate the slow as well, but you get the idea of the different modes. So that's the way you can change different modes of the zombie sensor. Okay, well, doing one sensor is great, you know, switching modes with this button. That's all fine and dandy. But what happens if you have multiple zombie sensors? If you're running a game, and when we did this at TagFest, we had 20 of these or more running at the same time. And I quickly found out that going through and cycling through all of the sensors was real pain, because I had to go through, turn them off, switch modes. That one's done, and go through each one. And so I thought, you know, there's got to be a better way to do this. And I've come up with that better way, and I'm going to show that to you right now. And I want to thank Izzy for giving me this idea here. He gets the credit for the idea. What you do is, if you want to change them at the same time, what you do is you got to make sure they're all on. So we're going to turn all these sensors on. Because when they're off, the processor's asleep to conserve battery. And that one's probably, there we go. I'm going to turn all these on. So yeah, when it's off, it's not drawing any current from the batteries. It's completely off, so that it will last a long time. Okay, so all these are on. Wait for the sirens to stop. And what I've done is I'm taking use of the infrared sensor here to be able to program these. And I'm repurposing on the guns here the hosting function. If I go to host, I'm going to repurpose these hosting commands to program the zombie sensors. So when you first go to host, typically on all LTTO guns, and again this only works on LTTO guns, the Deluxe, Drone, or Master Blaster are the only ones that you can use this with, but a lot of people have those guns. If you don't, just go to eBay and do yourself a favor and pick up some, because those early LTTO guns are really, really well made, and they're, in my opinion, the best ones out there. But anyways, when you go to host, you got custom, go up again, 2 teams, and 3 teams, and all of them start that way. All of them start with custom, 2 teams, and 3 teams. So what I've done is I found out that custom sends out a specific infrared signature, 2 teams sends out a specific infrared signature, and 3 teams sends out a specific infrared signature. So if you just go to custom and then just blow through all these different options here,
Game over.
you've now programmed all these to fast mode. And so now they're all off, they're all in fast mode. If I were to come here and go to 2 teams, I would program them all and they would all go to normal mode. If I go to 3 teams, they'd all be programmed into slow mode. And one way you could tell that what mode it took is that after it receives the signal here, if it flashes one time, then that means it received it's going into fast mode. If it flashes twice, it's going into normal mode, and if it flashes 3 times, it's going into slow mode. So let's demonstrate that putting these into slow mode right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through and turn these on. And again, I'm envisioning that if you already put these on people and you want to reprogram everybody in the group, you just tell, okay, everybody turn on your sensors, and everybody would just turn them on.
Game over.
And then wait for the sensors to stop sirening like that. Then come up here to host, and we'll go to 3 teams. And now we'll just go past all these options. After tags, the next one it's going to go. So after I press OK, it's going to start sending out the hosting information. This will flash 3 times, and then we'll go to sleep.
Game over.
So now all of these are on slow mode. And let's test it. Let's see if that is in slow mode. You can see how much slower that siren is going. That's how that works. So that's a fast way to put multiple zombie sensors into the different modes. Slow mode, normal mode, or fast mode. And that's how that works. Okay, so I got to thinking, if I could repurpose the hosting protocol to set the different modes, what if I could use the hosting protocol to put in customized game settings for the zombie sensors? And that's exactly what I did.
You're kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me.
You've got to be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me, right?
You gotta be kidding me. What? You gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me!
And that's exactly what I did. I went ahead and able to repurpose the hosting functions from the guns to put customized game options into the zombie sensors. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So right now all of these are on. You'll see that they're kind of flashing a little bit. That one flashed. In fact, let's drop the light. You can see it in the dark. There we go. That's a little better. You can see kind of flashing there. They're all on, so that means they're looking for hits from here. So now let's turn this on. Go to host. Now on the deluxe gun, if you go to the first one's custom, go up 2 teams and then 3 teams. On all the gear, this is the same 3 for all of them, so they all have this. But if you go up on this one, hide and seek, hunt, 2 kings, 3 kings, on the zone, 2 team on the zone, and 3 team on the zone. Go up one more, and then we're back to custom. What I've done is, if you from custom, if you go down one, you go back to 3 team own the zone. On the deluxe and the drone have 3 team own the zone in this slot here. In other words, let me reset this. If I were to go to host mode And as soon as I go into host and I go down one, 3-team on the zone. On the deluxe and the drone, both have this 3-team on the zone if you push down. Now on the drone here, I happen to have one right here. Let me show you here. Go to host, go down one, last, and then 3-team on the zone. So 3-team on the zone is very quickly accessible on this one and on the deluxe here. So this is what I'm using to make my customized games, the 3-team on the zone. So let's go over the different settings here that you can control. So if I press OK again, the first thing you're going to see is team tags, TT and MM. Now, normally TT stands for team tags and MM stands for medic mode, but I'm going to repurpose these for the zombie sensors to mean something else. And I'm not going to tell you exactly what that is right now because they're advanced features. But for right now, I'm going to turn that off. Okay, next is time. Time basically means how many seconds is the respawn going to take place. Normally it's in minutes, but I'm repurposing this to mean seconds. So right now it's at 20 seconds. So when this is sirening, it's going to siren for exactly 20 seconds.
Game over.
So if I want to make this 5 seconds, we'll do that. Okay, so reload I'm repurposing for a special feature. Mega tags I'm repurposing as a special feature. And shields I'm repurposing as a special feature. I'll go over those in just a little bit. But the next one, tags, is simply how many tags for the zombie sensor to get out and turn into an immobilized zombie. So we'll also take that down to 5. So 5 hits and 5 seconds respawn. So now when I press this OK, it's going to send out the information. And since this is a custom game, what it's going to do is it's going to flash 4 times. 1 is for fast, 2 is for medium, 3 is for slow, and 4 times is for the custom game. So I'm going to press OK here, and it will flash 4 times.
Game over.
I'm going to press OK here. So that means they're now in custom mode. It flashed 4 times. That means it got the customized signature. So when I turn this on, it's going to siren for 5 seconds, and then it will 5 hits it will get out. So let's try that. Turn it on. 5 seconds, and we'll turn this on. So that was about 5 seconds, and we will see if it takes 5 hits.
Good luck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 seconds. So there you can see just exactly how, and there's no randomization. It's always 5. Always 5 hits in 5 seconds. So there we go. Okay, so now I'm going to show you one of the more advanced features of the customizing options in here is that you can add a randomizer function to that. So it's not always this 5 tags and 5. You can randomize it. So you can put a number in and it will give a range. So let's show how that works real quick here. These are all on, by the way. I went ahead and turned them active here, so they're all waiting for hits. That's all good to go. And let's go to host. Okay, so TT, I'm repurposing that. Think of TT and MM as global switches. So right now TT, I'm going to explain in the next section what that does. For right now I'm going to leave it off. MM is going to mean the randomizer. And if you don't want to use the randomizer, just turn it to N, and then whatever settings you have in here will just ignore them. So if you want to use the randomizer, put it to yes, press OK, And then we'll show you how that works. So the first item is 20. So we'll again take that down to let's take it to 10 seconds. And now the next two, reload and megas, relate to what the next advanced feature is that I'll talk in the next section that connects to the TT. So I'm going to skip over that right now. But this third one, shield, this corresponds to the randomizer. And think of this as a percentage. So if I put this to 50, it's 50% randomized. So if I say like 10 hits and I put 50% here, then that means we're going to have a range of anywhere between 5 and 15 hits that it will take to get one of these out. So we take the 10, which is going to be the common number, and we take half of it, which is 5, and we go up 5 and we go down 5. So that's what that means. Now if I go all the way up to 99, which is essentially 100, I can't go 0, so 99, we're effectively doubling. So if I say 10, then that means it's going to go, the range is going to be from 1 to 20, and it won't go to 0. I said, okay, if it's 0, just make sure it's at least 1 hit to get out. So 99 is effectively 100, and that's how that works, randomizer works. So let's keep it at 99, and we'll say 10 tags. So that means it's going to take anywhere from 1 to 20 hits. 10 is going to be the most common, and it's still going to use the same bell curve technique that I used in the other games, but 1 and 20 are going to be rare. So now if I press OK here, we're going to see 4 flashes, and then we'll go to sleep.
Game over.
And there we go, we're asleep. Turn on the gun, and we will now flash this. And the siren is also a randomizer.
Good luck.
As well. Okay, so we're going to shoot this how many times it hits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That was what, 9? So there we go. So that was a little bit less than 10. So let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that was 5 hits and he was out. So you can customize the randomness nature of the guns, of the sensors. Okay, I want to show you the last advanced feature of programming these. I went ahead and turned them back all on. You can see that they're kind of flashing there. And we'll just go into our setting here again. Host. 3 teams on the zone. Okay, so this next option is a really cool feature I like. It's called Auto-Zombie. And you can turn Auto-Zombie on here by just turning it globally on here. Right now it's off. If I want to turn it on, just flip that to Y. And so now Auto-Zombie is on. Now what is Auto-Zombie? Auto-Zombie means while you're a human, there's a percentage chance that you will automatically, out of the blue, turn into a zombie. So imagine you're with a group of humans and you're trying to find a zombie, when all of a sudden this guy here starts sirening and he starts to turn into a zombie. Everyone else freaks out and has to run away from him. And so it's a way to maybe kind of simulate, oh, maybe there's like a zombie plague going around and you don't know who's going to get turned into a zombie next. You could start the game with everybody human, but then randomly one of these will turn on, and then you'll have your zombies start that way. So I'm going to show you how to set this up. First,
Game over.
First you have to turn it on. Go to host, 3 team on the zone, and you want to turn this TT, which I'm repurposing to mean auto zombies, so we can turn that to on. Press OK. And the next one, MM, refers to randomizer. I'm going to turn that off. And the reason why I put these global settings here, repurposing these as global settings, is that if you wanted both of those off, it really saves you the hassle from always have to, okay, that means to turn them off, you have to put them down to 0. I got to cycle through, get that to 0. I got to cycle through, that's already at 0, but cycle that down to 0. And it just would be faster if I just had global settings at the beginning of the hosting process. So let's go back here. Okay, so I'm going to have auto zombies on, so that means I want to use it. Randomizer I'm turning off, so I don't have to worry about that setting. And time, that means we have a 20-second respawn time, so I'm going to take this down to 5 seconds. Okay? Reload refers to a percentage chance that a sensor will turn into a zombie at any given time. So right now its default is 15%. So when you run a check, it has a 15% chance of turning into a zombie. So I'm going to turn this. Okay, I'm going to turn this to 50%. So that means there's a 50% chance, 50-50, that at any given time your sensor will turn into a zombie. And if you're curious how I was able to go at multiples of 10, if you press second function and then up or down, it goes in multiples of 10. That's how you can quickly scroll through the numbers on here. So 50% chance. Now, how often do you want to run that check? That's what the next one means. Right now, 0 means it's set to 0. It's not going to check at all. But if I go up 1, now it's going to check every minute. So every minute it's going to run that check. I can go up to every 2 minutes, run the check, every 3 minutes, every 4, whatever, all the way up to 99 minutes, run the 50% check. I'm going to go to 1 minute for demonstration purposes here. Now, I turned off the randomizer, so this number is meaningless. It's not going to look at that. Tags, 10 tags and you're out. Sure, we'll do that. So now when I press OK, it's going to flash 4 times, and it will go to sleep.
Game over.
And to turn it off, I press these top 2 buttons here to turn off this gun. So now they're asleep. And so let's watch this. In about a minute, about half of these will turn on to zombies. Now it's possible all of them turn on to zombies, or it's possible that none of them turn on to zombies after a minute. But chances are we'll get about half of them to turn into zombies in about a minute. So let's watch, see what happens. The plague will spread, and we'll see if any of these automatically turn into zombies. All right, we got about half. We got 4 out of 10, so we got 40%. Even though we had 40% turn into zombies, it just means that these, when it ran the 50% check, that these said, okay, you're now zombies, and these survived here. So let's see what we got here. So now we could shoot these here. But after another minute, we'll see if half of these will turn into zombies.
Good luck.
And remember, I had the randomizer off, so they're all taking hits at the same rate. If I turn randomizer on, then they would take hits at a different rate. Okay, so here we have half of them turn into zombies. So all these are now zombies, and these are not zombies. And this is just random. This is auto zombies. So these are automatically just turning into zombies on their own. So let's wait another minute and see what happens here. And again, I could shoot these. And you can see when it's taking hits at the beginning, it's flashing a little bit longer, but at the end, when it's almost out, it's a little quicker for it to get out. If you can count the flashes, that's telling you how many hits it has left. That's 10 flashes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. There we go. Now, it's quite possible a minute has transpired, but these have failed the 50% check, so it's quite possible that they have lived another minute and they're going to still survive. So that's what Auto Zombies does. You can see how quickly people are turning into zombies at 50% every 1 minute. So you can set something really slim. You can set it to a 1% chance every 5 minutes, or a 1% chance every 1 minute, or a 50% chance every 30 minutes. So if the game goes 30 minutes, half of the people who are alive are going to turn into zombies. So you can set that up to whatever you'd like. A really cool feature I'm really excited about here. Okay, so now I want to talk about a special way you can tag out zombies, and that's by using the mega tags. So I'm going to put this on the custom settings and give these guys 50 tags in order for them to get out.
Game over.
Now, in order to get these guys out, it's going to take 50 hits. So let's turn one on here. Now, 50 hits single times is going to be quite a bit, and that's going to be kind of difficult. But let's show you what mega tags can do. So this is what a normal shot looks like when something has a high rate of 50 hits. Now, obviously, you can't count all 50 hits there, but it's going to take a long time to get this out. Now, one advantage that you can have to get out a zombie that has a high hit count is to use your mega tags. And I'm going to put this on the side here. So for mega tags, hold this button, and when you have one mega tag loaded, it's taking 10% off of the total health. A second mega tag will do 20%, and a third mega tag will do 30%. So mega tags will always decrease a zombie's health by 10%. So this is fully loaded with 3 mega tags, the maximum you can have, and so we knocked off 30% of life off the zombie sensor. So now if I do this again, in fact, let me. Come on. I guess. Oh, I've got to reload. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we're going to knock off another 30%. So now with 2 mega shots like that, I've knocked us down 60% of its total health. Okay, and let's do some more. And we'll do this again. And so now we've effectively got it out, because we got 90%, and we shot it a couple times and previously, and so now it's completely out. So that's an example of what mega tags can do. If you want to quickly get out a zombie, use your mega shots. Mega shots are only found on the Deluxe, and on the LTX Shot Blast also does mega tags. So those will be very powerful against zombies. The reason why I put that in there is because while this is flashing, it's not taking hits. When this is lit up, it's sort of like a little shield for the zombie. So I can have go like that, but it's only taking like just a few hits. So if you have a rapid fire or have a gun that shoots really quickly, it's only going to take a few shots in there, and that's how that works.
Come on, you gotta be kidding me.
You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me.
The reason why that I did it like this, so while the light's on, it can't take hits, is I found that if I allow this to take hits get hit as quick as it receives them, the numbers that we put in here, like 10, 15, 20, is really kind of meaningless because these guns shoot awfully fast. And within 10 shots, he's out instantly. So I wanted to give the zombie just a little bit of an edge so he has just a little bit of time to be able to move in. But the guns can overcome that edge that the zombies have by using the mega shot. So it's a way to kind of balance each other out. I did try it, like I said, I did try it so that these can take hits as quickly as it's receiving them. But you could just get the zombies out just so fast, and it just wasn't really fair for the people playing the zombies. So I just wanted to give the zombies just a little bit of an edge, and that's their edge. While that's lit up, they're not getting hits. But when they're getting down to the end of their life, when they're almost out, this light is not on as long. So when the zombie's almost out, he's losing his strength, he's almost out, he's easier to kill. At the beginning, when the zombie is alive or first respawn, he has more strength and he's a lot harder to kill. So that's the edge that I gave to the zombie. And the way to overcome that edge is to use your mega shots. Great, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to use the drone as a cool in-game prop for zombie games. Alright, so right now I have all of these on. They can take hits here. You can see those little lights flashing there, so they're all ready. They can take hits. And so let's say we use this to define our game type. So come up here, go to host, go to 3 teams, and auto zombies, let's go ahead and turn that on. Randomizer, sure, we'll have that on. And respawn time, we'll have that down to 5 seconds. We'll have a 15-second, actually make it 20%, or make it 25%. 25%, and we'll check every minute. Every minute. And we'll have a 45-second randomizer rate, that's fine. And 10 tags and you're out. So let's set that up as a zombie game here.
Game over.
Okay, so now we just set this up. So in 1 minute, 25% of these will turn on. But let's say we have a game where maybe some of these are already starting as zombies. We'll go ahead and put them in the game. Starting zombies. Okay, so these are humans up here, these are zombies down here. And we have the auto respawn feature set to on. Which means at any time, some of these could turn into zombies at any moment. Every minute it'll do a 25% check to see if they turn into zombies. But these are zombies down here. So another idea I have is that you can make this an in-game prop. So you could hide this in the woods somewhere. If you find it, you would use this to turn zombies back into humans by doing this. We find the gun and includes instructions to pull the trigger once, go up 3 times to host, press OK. Oh, now we got 2 zombies here, so we'll put them in zombie land. Okay, then come down to last, because that last means it's going to memorize the last game that we're doing, so you don't have to go through and worry about what you need to do. Just go to last, press OK, and then just blaze through all these options. You don't need to change anything.
Game over.
And so now they are in humans back again. So now we got all humans again. There's no zombies, but we have auto zombies back on. So some of these are going to turn from humans back into zombies again. But if you want to make this as an in-game prop to automatically turn them into zombies back into humans, that's the way to do it. Oh, this guy turned into a zombie here. Okay, I want to show you now a good technique on how to attach this to a person. I got Emily here who's going to demonstrate. So basically, Emily, can you just attach it right here on your collar? This clips right on there. Now you can have it here, but what I would recommend is to slide this up here to the shoulder, because this way when it sirens, it's close to the ear and you can hear it buzz. However, one disadvantage that you're going to have is if you have someone with long hair, it can kind of hide the sensor here. So you might want to, someone with long hair, you might want to kind of put it back to here. But if you have short hair, this is a good location to put the sensor. It's not falling, it's nicely secured, and when it starts to siren, it's close to the ears, you can hear it if there's a lot of noise. Also, if you want to mod these, you can drill a hole in the plastic to make it sound just a little louder, but I'll leave that up to you if you want to do that or not. So that's how the placement, suggested placement of the zombie sensor should be. Okay, another feature of the zombie sensors is that these sensors will automatically turn off if after an hour of non-use. So if it's been on for an hour and it hasn't received a tag or anything like that, it will automatically turn off. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that for right now. I'm going to turn one on. Go ahead and let it siren. And we're going to wait here for 1 hour, and we'll see that this will turn off after an hour. So right now you can tell it's on because it's flashing like that. Okay, so we're going to wait here 1 hour, and you'll see that this will stop flashing. Okay, 1 hour has elapsed, and you can tell that it stopped flashing. It has turned off after an hour, so that's another feature of the zombie sensor. So there you are. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the new zombie sensors and what it can do and how you can customize the games. I've been busy trying to finalize the code on this, squashing any bugs, trying to make sure that when the end user operates these, that they will work to how they're expected to. But just please keep in mind that this is built as a hobby, and I had to teach myself coding and Arduino and electronics to get it up to this state. It's not perfect. There's going to be some mistakes or failures with this. I just want to make sure I give you that heads up warning up front. I'm not a professional maker of any stretch of the imagination. This is just what I've been able to figure out on my own, but they do seem to work out pretty good. So I will be making a few available for sale soon, so keep an eye on my blog for when that's available. Like I said, I've been real busy trying to get these done and a few of those projects finished. It's taken a lot of my time to get it to the state, but I hope you're excited about this as I am, and looking forward to your response.